All right, friends, Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos on this very Friday night here in Huntington. For the last couple of days, it's any kind of relief is greatly appreciated, and it's been a beautiful day today. But it's Shabbat, so it doesn't matter what the weather is. It's all good. So we're going to have Amy come up. She's going to ben shlicht for us this evening.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Push and pull.
Push forward, pull the trigger.
And I know there's a trick to this.
Push forward.
Push forward. Pull trigger. There we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Thank you. Let's turn to page 6 and read responsibly. Page 6. May the door of the synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship.
May welcome all who carry some burden, things to express, close to nurture.
May the door of the synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity.
May special be a stumbling block beyond our strength.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
May the synagogue be for all who enter, the doorway to the return meaning of life.
Page 20, we'll continue. We'll welcome the Shabbos bride, the Shabbos queen, with Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Yishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shmaho echad, L'shem ol tiferet v'litila, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nilcha, Ki mikor ha'bracha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Mikdash melech yimelucha, Kumitzi mitochafecha, Rav lahak shevet b'yemecha b'cha, V'hu yachamol alai chemla, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Itna hari me'afar kumi, Livshi b'dei tifartech ami, Al yad b'ni shai beit halachmi, Korba el nafshi yehala, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Itorari, Ki ba'orek kumi ori, Uri, shir daberi, Kivod Adonai alayich nigla, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lo tevoshi v'lo tikolbi, Mahatish tochachi matehemi, Bachyechesu aniyehi ami, V'nihifneta iraltila, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, B'nei Shabbat nikabela, v'hayu l'shitza shahosayich, v'rahachaku kol mevalayich, yasis alayich Elohayich, ki himsos chahatan al kala, lecha dodi likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nikabela, yamin u'smol tifrotzi, v'et Adonai taharitzi, al yad minish be'ikartzi, v'nihismecha v'nagila, lecha dodi likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nikabela, Bohi v'shalom ateret bala, Gam b'simcha u'sola, Tochen munei amsula, Bohi chala, Lecha dodi likrat chala. B'nei Shabbat nikabela. Page 22, let's read the outdented paragraph together, the song for Shabbat. A song for Shabbat. It's good to praise Adonai, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night. With a 10-stringed harp, with voice and lyre together, you have gladdened me by your deeds, Adonai. I shout for joy at your handiwork. How great are your works, Adonai! How very subtle your designs. A brute cannot know, a fool cannot understand this. Tzaddik katamar yifrach, ke'erez almanon Yiskeh shetulim bebeit Adonai bechatzot Eloheinu yahafrihu ojenuhu b'seheba Desheni bera'ananim yu lehagi yashar Adonai suri velo halatabo. Page 24 at the top. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nile Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Page 146 will begin the evening service. Baruch Hu, please rise. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Hanai Barach Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. Let's read together on 147 in English. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish. But your sovereignty endures. Though all things pass, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Agavim. Page 148 in English. Let's read responsively. In each age we receive and transmit Torah. At each moment we are addressed by the world.
In each age we are challenged by our ancient teaching. In each moment we stand face to face with Torah.
In each age we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment the knowing heart is filled with wonder.
In each age, children of Torah become stillness, and seek acceptance of the world firm on the foundation of truth.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta ha'et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levacha, u'b'chol nafshecha, u'b'chol me'odecha, v'hayu advarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavecha, hayom al vavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uvlektecha b'derech, uv'shoktecha uv'kumecha, uv'kshartam le'ot al yadecha, v'hayu b'totafot b'neinecha, uv'tavtam al mezuzoteicha, uv'hisharecha, leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'yitem kedoshim le'elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem le'elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Page 151, let's read responsibly in English. We worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all.
Yet that
Before our eyes was a vision of perfection, order, and goodness.
there's evil
When will redemption come?
when we grant everyone what we claim for ourselves.
Long ago we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High.
We are God's presence in these time events.
So we celebrate this
Power that makes for freedom.
152 at the top. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, nohora tehilot, ohu sefer malchutecha ra'u banecha, bokeyam lifnei Moshe, Zeili anu v'amruhu, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. V'nemar kifad Adonai Yaakov, u'galom yad chazak mimenu. Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael. Top of 153. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, Hamideinu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, Hamideinu shomreinu l'chaim. And together in English. Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. 154, it's not Shabbat without Vishamru. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Please rise for the Amidah. We'll begin on page 155. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, and my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor, Ha'anora, El Elyon, Omer Chasadim Tovim, Mekonei HaKol, Vezocher Chastei Avotim Ahot, Umevi Goel Livnei Pneihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshia Umagin. Baruch atah Adonai, Magin Avraham, Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor B'olam Adonai, Mechayim Etim Atara L'Hoshia. Orid Atahal, Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed, Mechayim Etim B'Rachamim Rabim. Somech noflim verofei cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, lishen be'afah, lichamocha ba'al gevurot, umikol mehelach, melech mini, umechayem, Matzliach Yeshua, Manata Lachayot Leiti, Baruch Atah Adonai, B'chayei Ameiti. So I'll jump ahead to page 160, and we'll read together in English. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may we all live in such a way that this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Page 163 at the top. A little bit of Hoda'ah. Let's read responsively. For the good in us, which calls us to a better life, we give thanks.
For the strength to improve the world with our hearts and our hands, we offer praise.
For the desire in us, which leads us to work for peace, we are grateful.
For life and nature, harmony and unity. For the hope of tomorrow, all grace is the source of being.
Top of 164. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasih Leolam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasih Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol ha-shalom. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol ha-shalom. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasih Leolam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasih Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol age u'b'chol shah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasih Leolam. Shalom Rahav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasih Leolam. Tasih Leolam. Tasih Leolam. Praise you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamivorech et amo Yisrael, Shalom. Page 253, one of the prayers for healing, Mishaberach, middle of page 253. Mishaberach Ahavoteinu Mikor habracha Laimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu, Mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Pages 258, 259, the prayers of our community, and the prayer for our congregation. Brenda, how about you at the top of 258?
Source of all being, may the children of this community learn these passions from us: love of Torah, devotion and prayer, and support of the needy. May we guide with integrity, and may our leadership be in your service. May those who teach and nourish us be blessed with satisfaction, and may we appreciate their time and their devotion. Bless us with the fruits of wisdom and understanding, and may our efforts bring fulfillment and joy.
Baruch atah Adonai, sheltecha levacha b'yira na'avod. Mari, the prayer for our country.
O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit.
Amen. Shalom, shalom, Yerushalayim, Yishlayu, Ovayich. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May all those who love you prosper. Avinu Shabashamayim, Tzur Yisrael, V'golo, Barech et Medinat Yisrael, Reishit Tzmichat Gulatenu, Hagen Aleha V'yafrat Chastecha, Ufros Aleha Sukat Shlomecha, Ushlach Oracha V'amitecha, L'rasheha Sareha V'yotzeha, V'taknein Be'etza Tova Milfanecha, V'natata Shalom Ba'aretz, V'simchat Olam Liyoshveha, V'nomar Amen. David, in English, please.
O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over the canopy of your peace, and send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there.
Amen. All right, friends, Shabbat Shalom and good Shabbos. We are in Parashat Balak. There is the donkey who thought only talking donkeys were in Washington or in the movies. All right? Balak is a Moabite king. He wakes up one day and there's 500,000 Israelite men on his borders, and he is afraid that Bnei Israel will attack. So he sends for a man named Bilam, who was a successful pagan prophet. Pagan prophet, and he's known for his power to bless and curse. So Balaam comes with a bit of not an entourage. He comes with some street cred, as it were. But God tells Balaam not to go because Bnei Yisrael is blessed, and there's nothing that he, Balaam, could say or do. But then God relents and tells Balaam to go, but to say only what God tells him to say. So while he is on his way, he's riding his donkey. And for those who say there's no humor in the Torah, this is one of the most humorous stories in the Torah, but it carries a bit of a heavy lesson. 3 separate events happen with Balaam and his donkey. An angel appears, but Balaam doesn't see it, but the donkey does. And so the donkey veers off the road. Then, after that, the donkey presses Balaam's foot into a fence so that he doesn't run into the angel. And then finally, the angel doesn't go away, and the donkey sits down and won't move. And in each of these 3 episodes, Balaam wails on the donkey with his switch, and the donkey doesn't seem to pay much attention. But sometime during the 3rd whooping, the donkey turns to Balaam and says, "Why are you doing this to me? Am I not the same donkey, right? Am I not always the donkey that you ride from place to place? Have I ever behaved this way? Have I ever done this?" Of course, the response of Balaam should be no, but it's not recorded. But then the angel appears to Balaam, and Balaam realizes that he had only seen half of the story, and beat the donkey without just cause. Finally, he gets to Balak, and he is sent to curse Israel 3 times. And Balak says to Balaam, "If you can curse Israel, I will give you whatever you want. There is no price limit. Whatever you want, I will give it to you." But it turns out that Balaam can only say nice things about the Israelites. And we know the last nice thing that Balaam says, if you come on Shabbat morning, you hear the song Ma Tovu, and that is one of Balaam's blessings to the children of Israel. Ultimately, Balak tries to bribe, doesn't work. The final blessing, Bnei Yisrael will be triumphant over its enemies, including Moab. So the king doesn't get what he wants. In fact, he finds out that he, along with a lot of other nations, are going to fall to the hand of the Israelites. It then jumps to a place called Shittim, which is one of the saddest episodes for us. The Israelites carouse with Moabite women, led to dancing, and it was not a good thing. And God gets angry, not only at the carousing with the Moabites, because the Torah says you're not allowed to hang around with the Moabites, but they begin some idolatry. So God sends a plague to punish them. And in the middle of all of this, a man named Pinchas, he sees an Israelite man taking a Moabite woman into his tent. And instead of just saying, "Don't do that," he gets his spear, goes into the tent, and runs them through. And the plague ends after 24,000 Israelites are dead. And that's where the Parsha ends. It ends on that note of Pinchas taking justice into his own hands, and we will pick up the story of Pinchas next week in, of all places, a Parsha named Pinchas. There were 6 mitzvot, and they were all positive this week. And so that is your Torah portion in a nutshell. I used to be a political junkie. I used to watch CNN back in the 80s when it came out. I used to sit in front of C-SPAN and watch C-SPAN. Nobody sits in front of C-SPAN. I did, and because I loved it. I read journals like Foreign Policy. I just glad I was a nerd. I still am a nerd. I would follow elections in states that I would never visit, in places that I had never heard, but not anymore. Politics are no longer fun for me. I assume that politics has always had a nasty side to it, but maybe I chose not to see it. But politics have become mean and nasty, and I'm not comfortable with that. this week I was flipping through the stations and I turned on CNN and I caught part of the RNC. I didn't hear anything. It's what I saw that bothered me. There was a time where, when it was a presidential year, presidential election, I would watch both. I would watch both conventions. I would read everything. I would just, it's like the All-Star game for baseball, right? I was such a dweeb. But I saw 5 minutes of the RNC. I'm not going to watch the DNC, and I think I'm pretty much done. What caught my eye on the RNC was a group of smiling people holding up signs that said, "Mass deportation now." They were all older than me, and they all had smiles on their faces. And part of me hopes that they were smiling because they had no idea what the signs were that they were holding up. Because that sign scared the daylights out of me. The last time signs like that, well, they weren't signs. Last times you heard things like that were in 1930s Germany, where you heard Judenhaus, which was the equivalent of mass migration now. And it worries me that that seems to be a platform for a political party. I don't care which political party has those signs. Those signs are horrible and horrifying. Mass deportation now. Of whom? Who are we going to deport? There was no discussion of that I was aware of. Is it whomever they don't like? Right? Can we mass deport New Jersey? Can we mass deport Colorado? Can we mass deport Texas? Is that what they're talking about? No, we all know who they're talking about. And that's the problem, right? Because if you say to them, really, mass deportation? Oh no, immigration, it's all immigration. All right, then why not say fix immigration now? Why say mass deportation now? Are we trying to scare the people? Are we trying to scare people? Because I'm scared. I'm frightened because guess what, folks? No matter who we are as Jews, no matter how much money you have, when they're done deporting the first group, they're going to come looking for us. Oh, no, Rabbi. Oh, no, I have money. I can do this. You know how many German Jews said that? Do you know how many Polish Jews said that? Do you know how many Russian Jews said that? And they had more money than all of us and God combined. And they wound up on the short end. They wound up being deported. And if deporting them cost too much, it was too difficult, they wound up at the bottom of a hastily dug grave with a gunshot in the back of their head. Mass deportation now. Who is it that we want to deport? Who is it that we're trying to frighten? Because it's not right. You want to talk about immigration? Talk about immigration. You want to talk about the border? Talk about the border. But don't hold up signs. Mass deportation now. Oh, Rabbi, they didn't mean it. You know what? Every sign I've ever held in my hand, if I didn't agree with it, I didn't hold it up. If I didn't agree to something that I wrote, I wouldn't sign my name to it. Then you ask, why did you write it? Well, point is, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. I'm worried because the country seems to be caught in this idea of if we get rid of the other, everything will be okay. Well, friends, we are the other in a lot of ways. Language is powerful. It's the most powerful gift that we have, more powerful than any bomb or gun that we can wield. But we let the political rhetoric get out of hand. And it's been coming. It's not the first time I've worried about the political rhetoric, but it's the first time that I'm seeing the political rhetoric going hand in hand with signage and attitude towards, well, anybody we don't like, anybody whose skin is different than us, anybody who comes to our country from somewhere else, we can mass deport them. And don't think we're going to be safe. Because if you listen to the rhetoric, especially if you've read any part of the document 2025, you know that we're in their sights. This is going to be a Christian nation, not a Judeo-Christian nation, which doesn't exist. Judeo-Christian does not exist. It's like saying vegetarian hamburger. It doesn't exist. It's a soy hamburger. It's a meat substitute burger, but it's not a hamburger. Because a hamburger is made out of, not ham. Imagine people's surprises. It's made out of meat. And you can't have a Judeo-Christian nation because Judaism and Christianity are in many ways antithetical to each other. So when they talk about a Christian nation, doesn't necessarily include us. But we let the political rhetoric go unchallenged. Rabbi, you're overreacting. The document for 2025, they're talking Christian nationalism, but they don't really mean it. They like us. They like the Jews. No, they don't. And it's not just a left or right issue, friends. It's both sides. It's both sides, right? What's the political platform? Mass deportation. That's not a platform. You want to make the country better? Okay, now we can talk. But let's get rid of the rhetoric. Let's not use the frightening words like deportation. Let's not use words like camps. Let's not use words like concentration camps, which gets bandied about what we're going to do the first day in power, whomever it is. It's an issue that faces our country. Is this who we are? Mass deportations. If we allow the rhetoric to go unchallenged, we're going to normalize it. We're not even going to think about it. And then once it's normalized, it's too late. That's how it's going to be. We have to question, we have to stand up, and we have to speak up. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. Those kinds of ideologies have no place in a democracy. What's the last democracy that had mass deportation? I can't think of one. Germany in the 30s wasn't a democracy at that point. But mass deportation now. Make them explain what they mean. Make them explain what they mean. If you think that I'm overreacting, Adidas has come out with a new shoe. It's a 1972 shoe. It's the shoes that the Olympians wore in the 72 Olympics. What happened at the 72 Olympics? 11 Jews died at the hands of the Palestinians. And the spokesperson just happens to be a Palestinian for this shoe. Coming out for the Olympics, a shoe that I don't know. I have a friend who's going to beat up anybody he sees wearing them. He took the same kind of oath that I did. I said, if I ever see anybody wearing Nazi regalia, I get to punch them. He's going to take that out for the shoes as well. See, they don't even think about us when they do those kinds of things. The shoes that should mark, the 72 Olympics, 2025, the new games, we should bring those shoes back and be nostalgic. I don't think nostalgia is what I think about when I think of the 1972 Olympics. But that's just a taste. That's just a taste. Orwell wrote about this. This idea of language not meaning anything, of language being ignored until it's too late. He was just 40 years late. He said it was 1984. Turns out it's 2024. Make our politicians explain. Don't give them the free pass. They want mass deportations, make them justify it. Make them say it. Not the followers, make the politicians say it. Because they'll say, oh, no, that's not what I meant. But then your followers had those signs. That's not what I meant. It's what I heard. Mass deportation now in German is Juden raus. Jews out. I'd say, I would hope and pray that this doesn't turn out this way, but hoping and praying doesn't help. You have to do something. And if we don't do it, we've made our bed. Make them explain. Make them. And if they won't, find different candidates. Shabbat Shalom with the Shabbos. Maury,
Kadoosh.
Kiddush. Let's have some Kiddush on this Friday night. That's Kaddish. We need Kiddush. Vayehi Arvai Boker. Vayehi. One more time. There it is. Vayehi erev vayehi boker yom hashishi vayachulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzivam vayachal Elohim vayom hashvi melachto asher asa vayishbot vayom hashvi mikol melachto asher asa vayivarech Elohim et yom hashvi vayikadesh oto Hivo Shabbat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asod. Savri. Baruch atah Elohim melech olam borei kari hagafen. Baruch atah Eloheinu melech olam asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratza banu. V'shabbat kodsho b'ahava ufratzon inchilanu zikaron l'maaseh bereshit ki hu yom techila l'mikrei kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim ki banu v'acharta yotanu kidashta Mikol ha'amim Yeshabat kodshecha B'ahava uvratzon Inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Please remain standing, page 282, Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon ha'kol, la'tei kedula li'otzer b'reshit, shelo asanu k'goyei ha'ratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam elkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu Kechol ha'onam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, l'ifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, shehu notei shamayim v'yoser haaretz, u'moshe b'karov ha'shamayim b'mahal, Ushli tuzo, begov he meromi, Eloheinu ehod, emet malkeinu efesulato, kakashu v'torato, yadata hayom v'hashevota, elem amecha. Ki Adonai hu Elohim, v'shamayim b'mal, v'al haaretz, v'al haaretz, mitachat neino. Kakatu b'toratecha, Adonai imloch li'olam va'ed, v'ne'emah, v'haya Adonai, l'melech al kol ha'aretz, bayom hahu, yihyeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. May be seated. Observing Shloshim for Rabbi Witcher, Roger Evans, and Gregory Galperin. This week we observed the following yard sites: Samuel Kind, Joanne Hinton's brother; Adela Boos, Izzy's wife, mother of Stan and Franklin; Eleonora Lewis, Gail Gottlieb's mother; Tom Stafford, son of Orvis and Miriam and brother of Francis; Grace Kaplan, Nordy's wife, had 3 sons and was Pauline's sister-in-law; Leon Seligson, Mary Lee Glazer's father, Isabel's husband; Anna Bernstein, Don Hyman's relative; E. Henry Bro, 3rd son of F. and Irene Bro, Betsy's husband, father of Susan and Pete; Eddie Hyman, Jack's uncle; Ben Kaplan, Saul Kaplan's relative; Gert Scar, David's wife, Tom's mother; James Cohen, Peggy's husband, Davy's brother and Mezzie's brother-in-law; Mayor Davis, father of Bob; Okie Napier; Evelyn Goldstoff, Jack Gottlieb's aunt; Josephine Carnes, Joanne Gellen's mother; Marvin Newman, husband of Margie Fetter Leventhal. May their souls be bound up in the bond of life eternal. May their memories be a blessing to us all, and may they always rest in peace. Mourner's Kaddish is found on page 294. Yit Kadal, Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, Ba'alma Tivrach, Pirutei, V'yamlik Machutei, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayet, V'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala, V'zman Karim, V'imru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah, V'varach, V'olam, Omeil Maya. Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitar, V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh. V'yitadar, V'yitalev, V'yitalal, Shmei D'Kudsha, B'richu, Le'elam, Minkol, Birchata, V'shirata, Tushbachata, V'nechamata, Damiram, Be'alma, V'imru, Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabbah, Min Shemaya, V'chayim Aleinu, V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Ramav, Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. You may be seated. Shabbat Shalom and good Shabbos. Just a couple of quick announcements. Services tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And then on Sunday, David's back, so he'll be at the helm here at 9 o'clock for the Sunday morning service. 1 o'clock Sunday, our Hebrew class continues. Last 2 weeks ago, we finished up the Tanakh. So we put the Tanakh away. And in a couple of weeks, we'll be starting up a prayer on the Siddur and prayer. So if you want to know the hows and the whys and the what fors of Jewish prayer, this is the class for you. And then we're going to be back next Friday. We'll be back in a week for Friday night services. So no meetings this week. So it's kind of a quiet week, and hopefully the weather will agree with us and keep us cool rather than hot and humid. Hot and humid, not a good mix. All right, so we'll close out on page 321. Adon Olam. Adon Olam Hashem Allah, B'terem kol yitzir nivra, li'et nasa b'chefso kol, Azai melech shemo yifra, Yacharei kiflot hakol, Levado imloch nora, Vehu aya, Vehu hove, Vehu yeh b'tifara, Vehu echad v'ein sheni. Lahamshilo lahachbira, V'li reshit, v'li tachlit, V'lo ha'oz ve'am Yisra, V'hu eli v'chai go'ali, V'tzur hedli v'yehitzara, V'hu nisi umanosli, Menat kohosi v'yom hekra, V'yahado avki bruchi, V'yeti shan v'yahira, Bimruchi Giviati, Adonai li v'lo ira. All right, let's see who says hello to us via the intertubes. Oh, there's several people today. Dr. Ron, Shabbat Shalom to you. Donna Wilson, Shabbat Shalom to all. Thank you, Donna. Same to you. Donnell Horn, Shabbat Shalom to all. Thank you. Donnell, Marjorie Nager, Shabbat Shalom and good Shabbos to all from Miranda's cousin, Marie in Michigan. Beautiful service as always. Thank you, Rabbi and congregants. Well, welcome and glad you are online with us. And there's Mom. Shabbat Shalom to all from Rabbi's Mom and Cliff from a nice, warm, and breezy day in PA. Well, thanks, Mom and Cliff. Same to you. All right, friends, it's a beautiful evening out there. Enjoy it. Hopefully tomorrow will be just as beautiful. It's Shabbat, so I want to wish you all Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos, and please be careful out there.